And we are back. Like I said, a little bit of a short break, but we are getting right into the action here. Once again, to end the day, it is going to be EXE versus EGL to close out the day. The newly revamped EGL coming in against EXE. Last time around, EXE did take the dub. So that's going to be interesting to see if they can bounce back. I mean, Super Thick, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I expect it to be more of a clown fiesta now that we have Zombro in the jungle and Vinny in the bot lane. I expect both teams kind of just to run at each other and kind of, brawl it out.
I think that's exactly what they did in their earlier matchup. We did get to see them in the earlier on here in the double round robin, and I can definitely see it happening again. Just like, let's see how many kills we can rack up in 35 minutes, and see if we can double each other's score. It's gonna turn into an ARAM, if you will. However, some of these specific champions are taken away. The Orianna taken out of the hands, and just ensuring that that champion cannot be played at all.
Yep. And everyone who follows these teams knows the Ornn is going to get banned, and everyone also knows the likable Akshan and Katarina will be banned as well. And no one is being allowed to play this Jinx today because that buff was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think we had one team play it in game 2, and then it was like auto banned afterwards. It was just we can't let it through, can't let it be played at all, and so I think that's appropriate, right? However, the J4 has been one that teams are really enjoying in their own right. Very much so, being picked up here. Zombo will be running that one in. I think the answer has been either the Vi to come out or the Lilia, Vi being the more treatable one.
I mean, Vi has always been one of Demon Ruler's favorite champions. But being able to just pick this Caitlyn to get that lane advantage straight up this early is really strong as well.
Having flashbacks. Kabas is like, I don't want this again. I don't want this again. I don't want this again. The Vi as well, Hover. Oh, no. EGL going to have to figure out exactly what they want to do here and how they want to make this work.
I mean, if I'm on EGL here, I say pick me Swain AD carry, and you just go with the kill lane.
Do it. We hope
I
to
could
see it.
we see Swain Leona right here.
Swain
I
Leona.
know Aaron's asking for it.
Please do it. Please. I know they hear us as well. This is not that long of a delay on the stream. I know they can hear us if they're tuning in. No, it's going to be the Seraphine. All right. That kind of kicks it out a little bit. That could be mid lane, but I think that takes a large chunk of the chance away.
Yeah, I mean, I guess double Enchanter bot lane also will kind of help against this poke lane.
I mean, we've seen it. Oh, man. Okay. Sir Isaac Newton throwing down the gauntlet again because of what happened last time.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Alex is going to pick into this, though. He might just play another tank just to survive it. Or, okay, the Gnar pick. That is one of his big, kind of like bruiser or side split champions that he'll actually play. Being able, it's just if you get pulled after you used your hop, you're kind of screwed.
We also have a fun little statement. I'm not sure how true it is. Of course, Spicoli says Alex has never lost to a Darius. I love it. I love it. Confidence.
I might call cap on that one.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, but confidence is key whenever you go into any matchup. Tristana banned away, still taking that win away from Likeable, saying, "Hey, we don't want that chance." Also, possibly in Kabas's hand, but I mean, mid lane Tristana has made a vamp back of vamp backs.
Yeah, if I had to guess, Likeable doesn't really seem like a Seraphine player. I'm almost guaranteeing that that's going to be a bot lane Seraphine. And I wouldn't be surprised if they paired it up with the Rakan again, to be honest.
That one could be pretty nice to have the dive in, but I think these last few bans are really going to be telling, right? Taking a look, the Blitzcrank was banned away. Looking at another, you could go for another hook champion, and there it is, the Thresh taken away. Briar being hovered. I don't think they want to do this one. Last time we saw the Briar, it was not in a good state, and unfortunately did not have a most enjoyable time in mid lane.
Yeah, Solo Mason is generally known for hovering some picks just for the viewers.
Yes.
Hovering the brand probably for me. Interesting. I would please no, please. There's no way. There it is. That's better.
We can get behind that one.
Janna is my least favorite character.
Now it's gonna come out with a Seraphine just cuz, and you're like, really? Really, bro? This is what we're doing today? Oh, man.
It would make at least a little bit more
Oh!
sense.
Are
Briar mid
you
again.
serious? Are we running this? Oh my gosh. I mean, it has to be, right? This has to be Briar mid.
Yep. I mean, so interesting enough, Bard and Caitlyn is pretty funny because you can, if you land a Bard ult, it's just the most guaranteed trap probably in the game.
What? We
Because
have an
it's like
Elise mid?
oh, what?
Un
This
Unless they're
these
running
teams.
Vi.
I don't think so.
No,
I
that's
think
Elise
that'd be an
mid.
Elise mid.
And then is Likeable running Seraphine mid? Okay, there's the last one. What is going on?
These teams are here to brawl. I'm telling you.
When I think brawl, I think AD brawling, not AP throw a cocoon in someone's face. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is definitely interesting. I wonder if the strat for Elise versus Briar is when she goes in and is all vamped up with attack speed, you can just repel and just take no damage.
I mean, that would make sense, but
I don't know what the strat is here.
I'm
I don't know. I'd like to see this Elise maybe get some early pushes in and then just like go and try and find this Jarvan with Vi.
actually
You can also
run
do
double
some
smite.
pretty. I mean, you can do that, but also Elise is really strong at tower diving. So you know you can
True.
link up with the Vi and just start tower diving some other sidelines. I'm really curious what they're actually going to do with this pick.
I mean, especially in the R5 position, you have to realize it has a lot of power behind it, right? Solo Mason is sitting here going, okay, what do I want to pick up? How do I want to deal with this Briar? That's obviously going to be coming out in the mid lane. And you go for Elise. Does that now draw the Vi in as well? Do we see Demon Ruler going like, yeah, Elise helps me, but I have to help Elise out too?
Yeah, I don't really I don't really know if I've ever even seen a Elise mid, so I don't know like what the wave, like how she controls the wave. Like, is she like really strong at pushing it? Maybe she just gets like an early static just to like help shove waves, start roaming sidelines. I don't really understand. I don't really know what to expect from this, but I'm kind of excited to see what it can bring.
There are moments where you and I are just like, we'll see what happens. And there are other times like, we'll see what happens. This is one of those moments. Not just that, Kabas and Vindy on the Seraphine Nautilus, a composition that a single wrong move will land you in very bad death territory. As you said, the Caitlyn Bard can bring about a lot of damage. Do we get to see the first strike again, or are we seeing something more standard like a lethal tempo setup, or even, a little bit in the Hunter phase, the Ferocity tree?
Yeah, I mean, I do like the lethality Caitlyn build, but into 4 melee champions, I feel like you would want to bring more of that lethal tempo tank shred build this game around. Especially since you don't have as much of a long range comp as they did last game. Like the whole point of that last game was we're gonna sleep someone from off screen and then just throw 4 ultimates at them and kill them. You're not really going to be doing that this game. It's probably more beneficial to have the more consistent damage.
Oh my gosh. The trebuchet action, just launch everything, not be in front of them, and kill them. I love the fact that we also, Spicoli, talking the same. I mean, agreeing, yeah, Super Thig said it earlier. This was a crazy Swain angle. This would have been perfect, but it is not. So, no Swain on the table. We are going to get in. And keep in mind, this is the final game here today of the double round robin. I want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone that did come out here and play, because this has been a blast for me. Also, huge shout out once again to Super Thig. You came in pretty much last moment, and I really appreciate it. I know my voice really appreciates you too. While we wait for the spectator delay to go down, any socials that you want to shout out? Anything that you want to shout out specifically?
No, I don't really have any.
You're just here chilling, right? You're just here to
Yeah, I'm
have a
just
good
chilling.
time.
I guess
Hell
if
yeah.
anything, follow the EdgeGamersLounge Twitch. They'll stream some of these games sometimes as well.
Oh yeah. This is not the only place to do it. Yep. Go to what is the Twitch link?
I could try and find it if you want.
Yeah,
Post in
go ahead
chat.
and find it, post it in chat, let everyone take a look, because I mean I think that's a nice thing to do. Shout out to Vindy as well for letting me have a chance. It's always a good time, but we are into draft. We are getting into game. We are getting into the finale of tonight's broadcast. Gonna be a good time, gonna be enjoyable to say the least, and hopefully a lot of crazy action. Oh, did I block it? Is that a bad word or something?
I don't know.
That
Did
looks
it
like
get blocked?
It got blocked. There are 3 asterisks. Send it to me in Discord and I'll post it. That's
Okay.
annoying. All right. Oh man, getting into the game though. We are seeing a challenge. A good flash out by Alex, but oh boy, Vindy going for the hand strike.
I mean, flash burn on Gnar into this Darius lane is actually pretty big. Because now Alex has to play it quite a bit safer.
Yeah, gotta stay back, gotta be okay. Just in mind, the Twitch link is EdgeGamersLounge. That is twitch.tv/EdgeGamersLounge, exactly like it sounds. Gonna enjoy this one though. That is again gonna be the Doran shield coming out for Likeable, saying, yep, that's all I can really do. On the flip, the Elise going for the Doran's ring and already looking to be a menace with those Qs.
This might be the first time I've ever seen Alex not run TP.
Gotta have that ghost. Gotta have that challenge, especially against Sir Isaac Newton. The Bard in the bot side as well. Running Ignite, going in.
I wonder, like, if you're Sir Isaac Newton, if you just pop Flash Ghost on the Gnar because you know that he doesn't have Flash. Oh, he's sort of Q anyway, so maybe not.
It is so awkward taking a look at this mid lane right now. Like, just seeing the change up. Looking at level 2, though. Already getting some damage down. Likeable's like, really? This is what we're doing? Now, keep in mind, last time Likeable did this, I think Likeable was down like 30 or 40 CS by about minute 7 or 8. It was looking rough. So we'll see if it happens again today. Challenges across as Kabas is also trying to trade it out. Both are looking strong. Here it is, Fleet Footwork as well. So
Press the attack?
Press the attack
Press
on.
the attack on Elise. I guess you can auto Q auto in Spider Point. But
that'd be a challenge to say the least. Jump back in though, as that's going to be almost a kill. The Ignite goes down. Likeable is going to fall. Haruki does it again, even back in the first game that they played against each other. Great job on the solo kill. Alex looking for one of their own. Flasher Flash is coming out. Alex is going to burn as a final cleave takes their life.
yeah, that's really well done by Zombro using or knowing that the Gnar doesn't have Flash in that top lane. But also well done by Demon Ruler here to just go and take that red buff from Zombro now.
That's what you do. You make sure you have those advantages on board, and something that's going to stop anytime soon. Remember, keeping track of the controller, forcing them to not play in a comfortable spot will shake things up. And also, if it's not spotted, you also waste time. Zombro maybe in for a rough realization that you have nothing on the spots up there.
I mean, he'll still be able to do his Krugs by not really that quick of a clear that he can just go and take all those big AoE camps this early. So at least he'll have some of those to pick up.
Just scraps, if you will. the little moments you can see the Krugs going down. Drew's now going to be an annoyance though. I love this. Drew's going to be a bully. Oh, only dropped a teleport coming in. Kabas is going to get back into lane quickly. Drew needs a little bit of challenge, and Haruki sending some information. So overall, as much as we expected this fight to go on, it's been safe, I should say. It's been quiet, it's been safe. No one wants to step up just too far. Zombro, though, could be the chance. Flag interact combo. Cocoon landed onto Likeable, but the damage is still there. One more Q could take it. A push against the wall is not going to happen. Repel up. No Q to finish. Yes, you do. You do get the final chomp. And again, based on missing health, a 1-for-1 trade and a 1v2 is a dub. Punch in from the
I'm
side
a little bit ahead of you because I saw that a little bit ahead.
Oh, man. That might be it. However, right now, Vindy looking for a chance. Goes down. Demon Ruler is ready in the bush.
Just pause for like 2 seconds.
We were wondering why we were desynced in some way.
Alright. I do really like Bard. He is my most played champion, and picking Nautilus, I do like the idea of trying to abuse this Bard early, but like Bard is just gonna build like a locket, and then he's tanky enough where he doesn't actually die to this like burst damage.
My game has also seemed to have frozen here.
Yeah, this is like a you can pause.
Yeah, okay,
draft,
it's
so
one of those, right?
Yeah.
Right, so I'll actually backpedal a little bit and speed up, so do it that way. Taking a look here, we are crossing that 5.5 minute mark, unless it just froze again. There we go. All right, we're alive, we're good. Taking a look here. Again, 5:35 on the clock timer. Haruki still looking to be that bully, but Dragon does go the way, and this is actually, surprisingly enough, the first Ocean Dragon that I think we've seen all day long. I don't think, at least on stream here, we've seen any more. Zombro, though, looking for a chance in that top side once again. I don't think Alex saw. Trying to bait out the jump here. It's not going to work, so Zombro really can't do too much.
So something I do really like from Haruki here, just buying that early Oblivion Orb, making it so that all his healing is going to be less effective. Not only on just like the likable 1v1, but also on this Darius, on this Seraphine. There's a lot of healing on this enemy team, and just buying it early can really change the dynamic of the game.
Vindy having to run away. Flash to safety. Just trying to get some wards down and spot out a chance on Haruki, but it's not going to happen.
Also, some really interesting Bard changes happened recently, and one of my favorites is all these chimes. The movement speed you can now have for up to like 20 seconds outside of combat, and it can stack up to like 10 times. So you'll probably eventually see this Bard running around real fast. It's gonna be really fun to watch.
How many stacks is that? How many chimes do you have to collect for that?
Anytime you pick up a chime, you get move speed and the mana back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just you can stack the movement speed up 10 times per like just while you're picking them up for move speed stacking.
I see that. Already at 11 stacks as well, so you know, already on the way to being a menace zooming around the map. I like it.
So there's like two different stacks. You have the passive stacking that stacks indefinitely for how many meeps and damage and stuff, and then there's anytime you're picking up meeps, you get a little bit of mana back and a buff that lasts 20 seconds for move speed.
Right.
So you'll see it anytime you'll pick him up, he'll be running faster. Oh no.
You know, we were thinking about Bard, but unfortunately, Kabas is looking at Solo Mason. Solo Mason denied a chance to live. And now in under the tower, it is again Haruki with the secret tech of the elite.
We were all kind of not really sure what this pick was going to do, but right now it seems to just kind of destroy this Briar.
It's destructive, and this is one of the same setups that Likeable was in before. They go for the Briar, they think it's going to work. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do much. Even Ruler, though, that's going to be a follow through, and Vindy was not ready for it. Good assault and battery. In comes the Briar from the side, but doesn't land the ult. Zombro was looking to try and follow up behind, but you get one kill. Go ahead and tease it back and say, good, we are safe. Nothing else does it. We're able to avenge that death.
Yeah, so looking at the top lane, you know, Ninja Tabbies, or Weighted Steel Caps, whatever they call them nowadays, finished already for Darius, kind of working towards them for the Gnar as well. But pretty much even on CS, not really any advantage going either way.
It's been net neutral, if you will. The plates are also fairly safe. But what I'm taking a look at as well, that I want to see is this factor of the Elise outside of the lane, right? We haven't really seen that roaming Elise that we were kind of alluding to, and as it does seem to be just a one pickup here, just focus on this mid lane. When do we get to see it change up? I want to see a tower in the mid lane. Those are some things that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, especially since this Vi has also gone quite a couple of kills early. I'd really like to see these two start kind of working around the map together and trying to get even more with this advantage they've already got.
though, over the wall is going to help out getting this gank off. And especially since the junglers are meeting outside. They can't fight too far under. Likeable is allowed to live here, allowed to walk away. Especially with Dragon up in 45 seconds. Zombro, though, really wants to fight for this. Not sure this is what you want to die on. It's not the hill that you wish to leave your life. Zombro getting chased away. So Isaac looking over the wall. Alex goes down into mini, but it looks like that might be enough. Over the wall, good flash and stun. Demon Ruler grabs that kill now 3-0-0.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Zombro was kind of hoping for there. Obviously, the Vi doesn't have ultimate, but even still, just kind of a bad trade to start the fight off with.
Likeable.
And then not being able to turn just how low he is.
Likeable is so happy about this one. They're not so happy. That's gonna be killed. Demon Ruler takes it. This is on the tower dives that you were talking about, Super Thick. Easy does it. 2 straight kills and nothing taken away. Vindy might get tower dove here as well. Drew taken very, very low. Haruki gets the eat and is now going to fall as well. No repel to get out to safety.
Yeah, honestly, the Elise is looking really strong. You know, just being able to get the attack with the spiders, maybe finish off the kill, then just repel out to safety. It's really looking to be quite a good pick, honestly. I would just like to kind of see him kind of bring it into the other lanes now and try and get other people ahead, seeing as the Briar isn't really worth as much.
It's more about getting those plays. There's 2 more left on the table there with 3 minutes left in the early stages. Well, you already got the Riftmaker, right? Riftmaker is ready to go. Same with the Grievous Wounds. So, no healing coming out on either side. This is going to be a problem. A lot of what EXE has to offer is starting to ramp up higher and higher. You were talking about a bloodbath, and this one, you know, they're not exactly running into each other as much as we expected. At least in game 1, we saw them really fighting it out, but this mid lane is still causing some problems going into the Berserk raid. I don't think Likeable will enjoy this one again. In Berserk, you can't do anything else. If you are dead, Haruki can quite literally force a kill.
Yeah, as long as the E is on cooldown, there's not really much Likeable can really do once the Elise actually gets on him.
Now he's getting outside of the portal. Drew watching as the Nautilus jumps through, but another root coming out from behind. Kabas taking quite low. Flash forward, trying to catch it. Encore onto 2. Another root behind as Kabas is stunned up. It's only going to be 1. Honestly, with how much resources they put down, only getting 1 kill and living is not exactly what you're hoping for. Vindy misses that hook, and that leaves you open to interpretation. Knockup with the Depth Charge doesn't gather any extra value, but in comes the Briar. They're going to fight Haruki. Haruki goes up into the repel, and they're going to come right back down. Likeable can't do a single dang thing, and now the Assault and Battery covers some more. CC after CC after CC brings 3 in a row for EXE.
Yeah, EGL kind of over chasing, kind of feeling that they had a lot more there than they did. It's just Vi was just waiting for her ult to come right back up before they actually turned that around. If she had that the whole time, honestly, they probably would have just won that 3v3 straight up. But really well played, kiting it back, you know, kind of baiting them in further, waiting for the Elise to come over, and then just turning at the right moment.
So well done, and it ain't gonna stop. You see the hero being dropped. You get a couple more plates. You know you aren't gonna get much more value out of it. You get 1 more. That's nice enough. Surprisingly enough, though, no extra plates going any other direction. Likeable has to dash away and stay safe. I mean, this is harsh. This is harsh to take a look at here. Alex has also been dancing on the top side. Now has an extended 12 CS lead. It's drawn into the fight. Over that ward, but Alex hoping to hit Mega Gnar and gets it, swings on the table, jumps on top, but the final clip takes it. So Isaac Newton, thank you very much. I will take that apple as well.
Yeah, almost a good trade, but just not quite enough damage yet on the Gnar to be able to bring that back.
Now in the mid lane, I mean, this is like clockwork at this point. I'm sorry. Poor Likeable, this is clockwork.
Yeah, at least one of the best tower divers in the game, being able to just reset tower aggro pretty much whenever she wants. And now it's just like how much damage she actually has. Building towards that Nashor's Tooth, it looks like, to be able to even just straight up auto attack Briar back even better than she can auto her. I don't see this Briar pick ever kind of being able to win this 1v1 this game with how far ahead this Elise is.
I mean, quite honestly, I don't see Likeable winning against anyone. Really, you take a look at the item disparity, you haven't been able to build any real components. You have the axe in hand as well as the Kindle Gem, but I mean, that's not going to really do anything. Not even against the Caitlyn or the Gnar, right? No one's really going to be afraid of it, and that's going to be a problem. Drew now setting up forward, Boss and Frisbee. Haven't two that have found some success in the bot side, getting killed a piece. Look at Haruki though. Still, oh no, the bug might be squashed. Or Isaac knew it was gonna happen. Haruki just saying, yeah, I kind of deserve that one. Drew also taken low in the Ignite form. One away, but Zombro saying, give me a chance. Another hook over the wall. Even Ruler looking to take a chance, but now in a 1v3. Take a look where the Caitlyn is. Caitlyn is nowhere near. Now finally joins the fray, but even Ruler is already quite low. Briar coming in with the ult, looking to steal away the shutdown, and given a second behind. EGL attempting to feed into the Briar.
Yeah, a little bit of a throw, kind of overextending in the lane. Okay. Nice, I guess, flash, trying to dodge the stun, but kind of getting thrown back farther away, and now Darius just has no flash.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts too much. Of course, then again, Sir Isaac Newton is sitting at 3-1 and 0, so not really that, that stuff for another kill. But you do want to get the tower down. Right now, for all the fighting we have, only one tower down in the mid lane. With Dragon coming up, that leans heavily in favor of EXE to have the information gathering, especially with a Bard and Elise that want to roam in and cause a fight. Again, this is Mountain Dragon, so a lot more corners to cut here. A little bit of a push in as Vindy has to get to safety. In comes the ball. Bell does ring, and so does Zombro's possible death. Well, up, drop down, final Q, and a punch over the wall. Well done to Haruki, who grabs their 8th of the game.
Yeah, I mean, so with Likeable getting those 2 shutdowns though, finally able to finish that one item, now she can probably catch out at least the Caitlyn in the side lane. So we do have to be a little, or EXE does have to be a little bit careful about Briar now, but I still think Haruki's in a really good spot into this Briar. And we have Bard maybe coming from the side.
Yeah, that's the hello. Anyone there? Anyone available? Anyone gonna check this one out? Likeable still on the top side, trying to take that tower. Dragon will be lost as the mountain goes the way of EXE, clearing and marking all those boxes. The checklist of trying to win the game.
Yeah, we do see Darius already starting up with a Herald here, driving on the way just to come over and smite it. And I wonder if they're gonna just drop this right away top lane while there's no one there. Oh, it looks like Likeable's just gonna get it without it.
Yep. Likeable never left. That was just like, I'm gonna take the wave, okay, back up, take it another, and give it a little bit more fun. So you're finally able to break out from the base. You're able to clear up what was about a 50 to 60 CS lead. However, a jump in, Alex running away as quickly as possible. Realizes that was not the spot that they wanted to be in. With the top side broken, it's now a chance for the likes of EGL to stage a type of fight wherever you want to go.
Yeah, Alex just being a little bit annoying here, stopping the recalls. Oh, ult from Briar. He's just gonna...
You can definitely fight this one. You're in mini Gnar, and that might be the kill that you want. One more outside takes it, and yes, it is Likeable. Happy about that one. Even if you lose your life, you're okay. Demon Ruler will rule over the demon in the streets. That is a brutal kill. Nonetheless, a 6th for Demon Ruler. Still though, Briar getting online. That's 3 kills so far.
Yeah, a little surprising that Gnar just doesn't get to jump away from Briar there. I guess the jump kind of got, it looked like it got interrupted by the stun a bit. But yeah, Likeable able to just chase down the Gnar. You kind of have to have this Elise follow the Briar around, I guess, still. No matter how far behind it seems like she is, she's still kind of a threat.
Yep, that is the scary point to a Briar, right? I think that's what a lot of people like to talk about Briar. It's one of those, even if you fall behind, if you get a couple kills, you'll be okay. Of course, we have not seen the Briar match up with Haruki in quite some time, and I think that's the other side of it. Haruki was kind of that bottle stopper, the one to hold the fight off and ensure Likeable didn't get a kill. Instead, Likeable opted to go away from those lanes, said, hey, I will leave the lane voluntarily and look at other options. Well done on the side of EGL to identify that factor and start to make amends, kind of put the fixes into work.
Yeah, and I don't really know what EXE is kind of doing with their macro. They're just kind of giving up quite a few turrets. And it's stuck. It's going to interrupt the jump again.
It's just never ending, and this time around, Alex actually wins it, was expecting that fight to happen, doesn't even need the big Gnar. Is now going to take down top side. This will be the third tower for EXE, as Zombro is now getting caught out on the wrong side of the map. Not a spot that you want to be in. Very, very close. That's going to be a good trap. The stun goes in. We're going to look for this is a 3v4. Encore lands on one. Demon Ruler is staying alive. No shred yet, so Sir Isaac Newton is allowed to go crazy. Flash out, flash under. Vindy trying to look for that chance. But Sir Isaac Newton is ready to hunt down the Spider and smash them to bits. Top side is going to fall, so really it's about how long can we stall out. Good chunk coming out. Haruki goes up into the helm, buying a little bit more time. More deals come through, and actually Zombo comes off on the side. That was an assassination, though. Still able to grab 1-for-1. Drew just trying to run away as Lucas lost. Smite comes in, ace in the hole, not going to do any damage. Zombro also flashing over the wall. That was a ridiculous amount of summoner spells used. And in that time, a tower fall on the top side and a couple kills back in spattering. Excessive use, I feel, across the board from both teams.
Yeah, not quite enough damage on this Caitlyn yet to go through all these shields. Yeah, it would have been nice, I guess, to see the lethal tempo, maybe, but she wanted the extra healing for this both lane. Maybe the lethal tempo would have been able to carry him through this fight, but even still, well, I think it went, what, 2 for 2 there, or was it 1 for 2?
I think it was a 1 for 2. I believe it was only. It looked like a 2 for 2 because Likeable died on the top side.
Right. But I think overall EXE does come out ahead because they did get the turret as well top lane. But now we'll get to see probably a straight up 5v5. We'll have both top laners here for this one.
They will. How quickly will they be in range though? Guys on the ult, they are going to be swinging out. Encore lands on 2, Cataclysm draws them all in, and now a little bit of a safety moment. However, the Briar ult hits, and that's going to draw them all close. In comes Briar. And in comes EGL, a slam against the wall, and then into a knockup. The pull, though, from the Darius brings it to a collision. Haruki goes up, and it's a 2 for 2 so far, but the tower is the main draw. Keep that in mind. It is sitting on absolute whispers, not too much holding it up from its base.
Yeah, kind of a crazy fight there. I couldn't really tell who was winning.
Neither team won. Oh, Haruki, that's going to be the bait. But Likeable doesn't really have a way out, and a good flash. That is safe. The outwits Kabas coming in and cleaning up vision. EGL looking to try and hammer home, and look at the slows. Look at the burn. It is going to be a 1 for 2. What a change up here. The entirety of EGL, their momentum, their game plan seems to have changed on a dime.
Yeah, all of a sudden the Briar's looking kind of unstoppable. And it looks like EXE is just going to have to give this Drake as well.
I mean, it is a mountain. You don't have to fight for it. It's okay to leave it off on the edge. But it still feels bad that you have to give it up like that. Right now, it is a storming back as EGL are fighting tooth and nail to stay in this game. They have overcome, I believe it was a 3K deficit. They're looking much, much smarter. 300 gold up.
Getting a little bit of poke down, but the Starvin's going to be totally fine with that. Yeah, I guess from here on out, we kind of need to look to see about where this Elise is going to try and get this pressure off, because the Elise has kind of done not too much in the last 5 minutes.
It's the Elise needs to solo out a couple members, and it looks like she might get that chance. At least someone steps up, but not enough shreds. Vinny's still alive, and Drew actually took the most pain. In goes the Encore once again, and the Briar ult lands. They found Solo Mason, and Solo Mason is going to die. Haruki is now going to get chased down. Yes, you won the early game, but you do not win this mid-game. 2 early kills Easy enough. And one quite low leaves Baron on the table.
Yeah, also this Seraphine healing is kind of going under the radar. All of a sudden, you know, 509 on this Seraphine, kind of powering through in these team fights with all these big ults as well. Kind of hard to, you know, burst through this team comp with Tanky, Briar, and Jarvan and Darius all are.
That's going to be a kill over the wall. Likeable just quickly dips out. Baron is going to be slowed and not a chance in the world for Demon Ruler to get in. Finish off. It is EGL to swing heavily back in their own favor. Likeable might die here. So actually gets a kill. Ace in the hole lands, but the healing coming out of Likeable is so real. 2 killed, Baron secured, and everything in their favor. EGL feeling like a comeback. All they need to do is push down a lane.
Yeah, at this point it's going to be pretty difficult to deal with this team. The Caitlyn not really having enough items to burst through all these like tanky or bruiser champions. Getting that last Whisper second, but we'll just have to see if they can even, I don't know, if they can keep the Caitlyn alive long enough to win these team fights.
I think Solo has done somewhat to hold on. However, Hyruki going back to trying to do fashion. However, that damage is not there anymore. The healing coming out is ridiculous. A point-blank ult. Secure that kill. Likeable is truly likable and is now on a rampage. 9, 10, and 4.
Yeah, that's not really a good sign if you're on EXE. And especially now that Caitlyn is going to be 1v1 versus this Jarvan.
Not a chance in the world. I mean, this is Zombro just chilling. Zombro's having a fun time as well. Remember, this early game did not go their way, and now they can do this. They can dive into the back line. Encore over the wall. Dancing away from the Encore is Solo, but you still leave the rest of the team to die. No, Demon Ruler is able to find the kill. In goes a little bit of a call. Down goes Bard ult, and they are going to keep the tower alive for the time being. How much longer can they go for, though? That is Zombro dead. Tower on the bot side falls. Gnar on the top side is pushing for their life. However, you are pushing against a Baron by multiple members. It is well-fought gold. Up to about 5k now for the squad.
Yeah, I mean, we do have the crit Caitlyn build, but not really the damage that you're looking for in these fights right now. Doesn't really have any attack speed, no lethal tempo, just 280 items, just really slow damage over time. Hopefully she can get like a Kraken up next and really start dealing damage to all these beefy bruiser champions. But as of right now, they just don't have the damage to like get through this comp.
It's the unfortunate side of things. We knew that this was going to occur. We know Caitlyn has a very rough tower top, and yes, Hyruki had the elite, but the rest of the lanes seem to fall apart. So now you are also looking on a different side. Even Ruler still looking for staying strong, 8, 3, and 4 in their own right. But Kabas has played a ridiculously amazing game. We haven't been able to focus on them either, but take a look at the build. Beyond Trees, Rhyalize, Redemption, and then the Cosmic Drive ready to go. So much ability haste to keep these fights rolling. Dragon coming up in just 20 seconds. And they're going to need Mega Gnar up and available. Alex going to have to temporarily balance that one. No, going to expend and burn it just fast.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if EXE just ends up giving this Dragon. I know you're only down like 4k, only 1 kill, but you're kind of waiting for this Caitlyn to get the damage to deal with all these bruisers. It really feels in these last couple fights that you have no shot of actually killing anyone on EGL right now. And so I actually kind of like what EXE is doing here, maybe trying to get some waves, trying to get maybe a tower for this Dragon, as long as they don't get caught out here.
There's not even really that many towers to go. You can see here, that's the catch you were talking about earlier. Solo Mason, I mean, the snipe herd around the world is big. Drew now going to be chased down, and Gnar has actually pushed very far. Alex has made it all the way into the inhibitor tower, and the recalls are coming in very, very quickly. However, I think it's going to be grabbed. Zombro chases onto Drew. Tower did fall. Inhibitor is open on the top side, and Drew has done their job. Mid lane, though, going to be the opposite side of things. EGL wanting to get inhibit tower of their own, and it's going to be a base race. Take a look at that bot side. They're pushing as fast as possible. They got the inhibitor. Do they keep going? That's going to be the question. They do. In comes Likeable, though. Likeable's going to try and hold him down. Look at the chunks. Look at the damage. Demon Ruler realizing that this is a problem to bump back. And the updraft they go. Assault Battery not going to work, though. And on the flip, it is going to be a rush. It looks like it's going to be the end as the split push has not worked. The base rate falls into EGL's favor. They're going to jump in. In goes Solo Mason's death. Double kill and then a kill to Kabas. 6-0-13 on the Seraphine. 28-23. 30 minutes pretty much on the dot. Alex, you recall just in time to watch your base fall. GG to EGL.
Yeah, you know, just well done, I guess, by EXE, just knowing that just Briar is enough to hold that base. I'm kind of surprised that.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're excited to be here because we have a final interview. It is gonna be the one, the only, then Vindy coming in here, enjoying an EGL win. Vindy, how you feeling, and how were you enjoying that game on the day?
It felt great. Holy crap, we got to win. You know, our team just had to get out of our heads. Honestly, GG's to all the teams, but specifically in the first 3 games, GG to RSH and NG. We had 2 very close games, one on stream, one off stream, and frankly, you know, it happens all the time. So it's not something you have to hide. We mental boomed. So it sucks because they were so close. Honestly, like you look at the scoreboard and you think, wow, these teams are not close, but actually these teams are pretty damn close. So like, you know, RSH kind of momentum plowed through everybody today, and they got a freebie at the end there because NG had to take off. But you know, yeah, I mean, EGL could have had a very different day if you just coin flip differently the last 5 minutes of game 1 and game 2. So, but I'm happy to get a win. It felt good. We got out of our own heads. We were just laughing, having a good time. I was making crazy ass hooks that with my team nowhere near around me, and somehow they caught up. So
Yeah, so this early game seemed to go pretty heavily favored towards EXE. Where do you think was the turning point that really got this team back on track to winning this game?
yeah, so obviously Likeable was getting absolutely clowned on by this pick, and we really didn't have any answers for it. He was really, really tired, so I mean, I totally get it. Apparently, he did not sleep at all before this event. He was unable to. Anyways, the thing that I think kept us in it is Kabas was just saying, dude, I'm huge. I'm absolutely massive. We can still fight. And basically, I was like, okay, well, we're just going to go all in. We're just going to go crazy. And so I just started screaming. And I think I got the team pumped up. And we just made play after play. And it worked out. And somehow Briar turned the game around and was actually just solo killing the Elites there at the end. So yeah, I think a lot of it also had to do with it seemed like Elise stopped farming and Likeable was continually farming. So yeah, I think that did something there as well.
Yeah, and then obviously having Ginznala have to go for something. How does it feel to come back in, swap up some players around, and then finally get some wins for your team?
Yeah, I benched myself because I'm kind of ass at the video game, specifically the support position. So it does feel good. Obviously, I came in really late. I'm really, really sick right now. But I took some medicine and it kind of started kicking in. I'm hit with 2 different plagues of Nurgle right now for any of you Warhammer fans. So like
no.
I got 2 different things going on with me right now, a cold and some intestinal issues. So but yeah, it felt good to like come in. Game 5 was really, really bad. Obviously, I'm so sorry you guys had to cast that. But yeah, basically we're just like, you know what, screw this. We have 1 game left and we're just gonna win it, so let's just win it. So yeah, it felt good.
That was a way to do it. And honestly, I want to give huge props as well because it's not easy to pull your mind out of a rough game like that. So huge job, huge congrats. And again, it was so much fun. Vendi, any final words that you would like to give here? I know you have a lot invested into the EGL, right? This is your home. This is your baby. What do you got to say to everyone out there?
Yeah, so thank you all for watching. Thank you, Orbital, for casting. I appreciate that. We'll definitely be in touch for future events. I think we're gonna just drop down to 3 games next round robin. This is our first time. Well, we technically have done this once before, but I think the energy and it wasn't during a circuit, so it was only 5 games because there were 6 teams. So we did 5 games instead of 6, and it was a different team every single game. So like, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think players don't. I think players think that 6 games is a lot, but really it's just the mental of all of it, you know. So so I think we'll drop down to 3, and you know, obviously we still have 3 more weeks of best of 3s. Everyone enjoy the nice week off that we get, because this is week 4, even though week 3's games were just finished yesterday. So yeah, everyone enjoy your break, and yeah, we'll see you again next week.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Vindy, for joining us here on the desk, and congratulations on the final game win.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Orbital. Appreciate you. Thank you too, Super Thick, for hopping in.
Yep, no problem.
Alrighty.
All right, you guys. Peace.
Yeah. Super Thig, thank you so much once again. As you heard, Super Thig, thank you so much for joining us for the last 3. Of course, for you, any final shout outs that you would like to give, anyone that you want to give huge shout outs to, or anyone that you want to diss as well, since you got the mic?
Yeah, Zombro, you suck.
There you go. Zombro, you suck. I'll say the same to Likeable. Come on, don't play Briar again. For the love of God. That I couldn't watch that anymore. Thank you so much to everyone tuning in. The EGL is complete here on week number 4. It was so much fun. Of course, a double round robin is a lot of games that everyone played their hearts out, and we appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Orbital. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Discord. You can find me just about anywhere. So if you enjoy this,